Hey everyone, this is Sajurda. So sorry, I'm really sweaty right now, but I realized I haven't left a message for a while. So anyway, I'm cleaning up, getting my house organized. It's a lot of work, maintaining a household, a yard, pets, and working and teaching, and just a lot of things that's going on in my life. But of course, the one important thing for me is the going to Canada and to spread the gospel, to plant seeds in these little hearts of these children of the Chippewa First Nation. I'm so excited. Anyway, so I just want to say thank you for your seed planting into this missionary work that I'm getting ready to go in 2 weeks. So much work to do before I leave. Because since I work for the government, I did have to put in my notification that I'm going to another country. So I was approved with that. I've done that about 2 months ago. My company is excited for me, my branch manager and my project manager, and they're very excited for me. So they're sending me with their blessing. So anyway, so I just want to say hello, and I pray that you had a wonderful 4th of July and that God is blessing you, favoring you this week. And if there's anything you need for me to pray for you, please don't hesitate to message me wherever way that you have my information. And also, we as a team, now I'm not gonna say everyone's doing it, but during our meeting, they did ask us to fast now, starting yesterday, which is the 6th. So I started yesterday. I know fasting means differently for different people, and someone had asked me that question about fasting. So I believe fasting is through food. You can do the Daniel fast. Some people do 3-day fasting, just drink water. I've done that. It's very hard, but after you break that third day, it does get better. But if you have health issues, please don't do that. And I also start my fasting after 6 o'clock, according to the Hebrew time. So mine's sundown to sunset. But I will be doing this until probably to the 19th, because we're leaving the 20th at sundown, 6 o'clock. That's when I'm done fasting. So because I do have health issues, there's some things that I have to keep in my body to maintain my health. And so I know soup and salad is really good for me. I've done that before. I've gone vegan before, I've gone vegetarian, but I need protein. So I'm gonna keep the chicken in my diet, but it will be with the salad. As long as my greens are more than my meat, I think that's the way I'm gonna go. I'm still gonna stay away from seafood. I haven't had seafood for a while. It's not a die-hard dietary choice. I like to call myself a devotiontarian. My granddaughter said, that's something you made up. And I'm like, yeah, I did. Because I devote myself to a certain diet, and it can last for a year, it can last for a month, it can for 3 days. So you devote that time, and then with that devotion, of course, if you're doing for a year, it's a different story. But like if you're doing for 3 days or 3 weeks, like what I'm doing right now, you can try to also devote your time into reading devotionals, prayer, the Bible. And so one thing that I was reading yesterday was Matthew 9, and was showing how Jesus had healed I noticed 2 things, okay? So he healed someone who couldn't walk, so he was paralyzed, and a woman who was bleeding. One thing they asked him, have mercy on me. And then he said, through your faith. So I'm not very good in reciting scriptures because I like stories, and but I noticed that they asked for mercy, and he said through your faith, and let it be. So it's through our faith and through the Lord's mercy that we are healed, and even if it's a small healing, and like the smallest thing, the smallest thing, you will be amazed how it can heal other parts of your life. You might not see it right away. You might not see it right away, but when you heal that one thing, you'll be amazed how everything else, it just spreads out like a seed, like a mustard seed. It just spreads out. It just heals everything else. And that's how we have to think about healing. There's miracles. And I think when someone gives their life to Jesus, that's a miracle within itself. That's the first miracle. Okay? And then everything else. But you have to remember, when Jesus walked on this earth, people didn't really know him. They might even know God, but they didn't know him as a man. But because they had faith in him, that he is, I gotta say was, but at the time he was, and he is the Son of God. And so through that faith and through that belief, they were able to be healed. So we have to think about those things. It's through his mercy. It's nothing that I can do. It's nothing that a pastor can do. It is nothing that your friend can do or yourself can do. It's his mercy that allows the healing. But we have to step in as he has for us, and as through God's mercy, and use us, his hands and feet, to project that, to give that to them, and also give glory to the Lord for that. Because it's his power, it's not our power. It's his will, it's not our will. Because we have so many wills. I will that everyone gets healed. I will that everyone does, cancer goes away. I will so many things, or I desire, So in that, I love the healing ministry, because it's not about me. It's about his people. It is his people that I want the healing for. And because my faith is strong, but when I see God heal people, I get excited. I just glorify him more. I mean, I think we should glorify him every day, regardless if we receive those healings. But like I said, healings come in different forms and in different ways. And it's important that we recognize that, because if we don't recognize that, we're going to miss the most important healing. And that most important healing could just be that tiny thing, that little tiny thing. And like, oh, my back hurts. Okay, what is the root of that? Healing that. We don't know. Oh, I'm depressed. What is that tiny thing that's making you depressed? And I'm not saying that your back is, my back hurts sometimes. I get depression. I get upset. I receive anxiety. I have other health issues. But guess what? Those health issues has not overcame me overcame me because I focus on the Lord, and I focus on what he wants to do for me in my life. And when they do, I'm just going to give to God, and he's going to place me in the right position to get the additional healing. If it's through a doctor, through medical treatment, I'm going to trust that. So, because I'll tell you one thing, my gallbladder is supposed to be taken out. My doctor told me, you need to get this out. It was hurting me. Like, I thought that maybe they thought it was my kidneys. They were concerned for my organs. So, and then they're like, oh, it's your gallbladder. I was like, thank you, Lord. Because my kidney, like, seriously, they thought it was my kidney. My kidney. Thank the Lord. It was my gallbladder. And they're like, okay, you need to get your gallbladder out. But we were in COVID time, and so they said, well, you have to, excuse me, you have to be really, really, really sick to get your gallbladder out. That's nice to know. So then after that, I was in pain. I mean, I'm not gonna, and I ate certain food, I was in pain. I did certain things, I was in pain. It always hurt. My back, it just always hurt. It was in constant pain. And I just prayed and prayed, and I changed my diet and some things, and I still had some other bad habits. But God, I haven't had pain. So that's my point. So I just want to say bless you and take care of yourself, and I'm going to take care of my son. Talk to you later. Bye.